Hey guys, XJ9's here, and today's gonna be a Vorago video on how to solo Vitalis week. Now, Vitalis week is I think the hardest week of them all, but it is actually doable, and it's actually quite fast if you know what you're doing. My fastest time was at 9:36, so this is actually a week you can farm if you have the skill to do so. And yeah, it shouldn't be an issue, honestly, with using Necromancy. So, I will say before I get into my gear and my inventory, I'm not using the 10% Adrenaline Relic after you use your ultimate. I'm just using Death Ward and Fury the Small, which are pretty baseline. So the aura I will be using is Supreme Invigorate, just to make up the fact that I don't have that Archaeology Relic, to maybe show, oh look, I don't have that Archaeology level, so just use Supreme Invigorate or something, or mahjarrat. Again, my kills in testing were with mahjarrat aura, so I'm not sure if it's going to actually impact the kill a bit. It might, so we'll see. It should be okay. So let's talk about my gear. So besides the Supreme Invigorate aura, we're using full tier 95 Razio armor and those, Relentless 5, Crackling 4, Biting 4, Mobile. Mobile is very, I would say, quite important for this as well. I've always been saying double escape is very important to have as well from the double escape codex from Anachronia, but mobile is also pretty important as well. And Invigorating 4, I have Undead Slayer, you can ignore that, just have Invigorating 4. And Devoted 4 and Impatient 4 is really good as well. And the ring, again, you can probably just use any ring. I just use Reaver just because of the crit chance. I will say that you can probably get away with a Superior Leviathan ring. I'm not sure if that reduces pushback. It might. And I don't know, Asylum Surgeon ring or Ring of Death. Essence of Finality amulet with a Death Guard. Death Guard in for Death Grasp special. Very important. Just again, this is like the best PVM general use in the whole game. So always own at least one. Zemragos Nexus. This is from 100 normal mode or hard mode Vorkath kills. I would highly recommend having this for this week because you don't actually need Turtling 4, nor do you need Malatops from Anachronia for turtling. I examined my gameplay, and having it. It is nice to have like the Malatops, but it isn't. The 3 seconds isn't that big of a deal. I don't even know if I'm using a Malatops. I don't think I am. I'm not even sure. But regardless, it is not a big deal. The thing that is a big deal is have Zemragos Nexus because the inherit barricade duration is very good, along with like Residence and such. Tier 95 Omni Guard and Lantern, very important. Also pretty nice. If you have like best in slot perks and have like for instance a like precise 6 Relentless 1, the Relentless 1 actually, or is it Relentless 1? Ruthless 1. It actually, because you kill the Vitalis, it actually adds up to your damage. So this actually helps quite a bit this week, I would say. And a Grimoire, again, you only need Grimoire for part 3 and part 5. You can put on part 1, but I don't bother. Just part 3 and part 5 is really important because you need to just do big damage, and the other books aren't that good. If you don't have a Grimoire for some reason, just use a Bandos book, which would probably be fine. But again, Grimoire is probably the best. So inventory is expensive spices just for, I don't know, more healing. I don't know, you don't have to take that, but I like for the blubberfish. Restore just in case your penance power runs out. I have, how many rocktails? It's like 7 rocktails. It's just because like that's like to make inventory space for the loot, for the drop, and also have burst healing for some of the mechanics that we need to do. Because on part 3 especially, or part 3, we're actually going to be tanking the bleeds because it gets a bit hectic, and I find it a very easy way to do. Power Burst Vitality, I would say this is actually very important for this week. Simply to tank the bleeds along with the Hellhound, so definitely have this. We're going to be utilizing this a lot. I have a bunch of room pouches. You can look inside what's inside, what's inside them. And it's not to actually cast Smoke Cloud. We're not casting Smoke Cloud this week. I might be good to do, but I don't bother. It's not that big of a deal. I use the Engineering of Humans for my Death Card spec on part 5 instead of Smoke Cloud. So that's what I'm doing to have the 100% hit chance when I do my big nuke. We will, again, using Disruption Shield. Disruption Shield is very important. I would say because it's the hardest week, I would almost say it's almost mandatory. It just helps a lot. And Death Ward on top, you actually do not need this at all. This is a Turtling 4 switch, and we're only using this once on part 3. And it's just to have the maximum barricade, so you can just tank all the hits and be high HP for when he does his bleeds, because you want to be full HP in Vitality Pot and get ready to tank it. So if you don't have it, it's not a big deal actually, but it is nice for part 3. Excalibur for free healing, bunch of blubberfish. I don't really get to these, to be honest, because you only really eat food in part 3. Elder Overload Salve, just the best overload you have, and Adrenaline Renewal Flask, and Super Sarah Brute, and a Vuln Bomb. I will say, I'm not sure about Vials or Flask, but I know I was using Vials as well. If you try to drink your Adrenaline Potion when Vorago sends his Vitalis Orb out, which I'll show, it'll drop to the ground for some reason. So that's a buggy to play around. There's also another bug in part 5 where when he has his minions out, don't go next to him because the minions might get stuck under him and bug him out, and you might be able to walk through Vorago and the whole kill's messed up because you're behind Vorago and pushing him towards you. So it's a little bit buggy weak, honestly, but as long as you play around it, you should be fine. So yeah, that's kind of funny. So we're going to go on Bonfire first things first. We're going to put Fortitude Prayer and load up our preset. And just make sure everything's good. So you put on Fortitude and Campfire, and then go to Anachronia and go Ooglog. Where's my Brooch of the Gods? I don't even know why it's not on. That's strange. We're going to summon... Oh, so light your Lantidime Sticks. Overload it for maximum overload saving. Hellhound is very good. Oh, wait. Thermal Bath. Go to War's Retreat. Summon your Hellhound. We're going to do Double Pens Powder just because. It's just pretend it's an hour. I don't really care, honestly. And I think that's pretty much everything, so just put out Fortitude, eat a Rocktail, reload the preset, and make sure you're in the right spell book. Oh, we're not. You want to be on Ancients. This is why we check. We need a big list. So let's change our spell book to Ancient. And again, if you look at my Archaeology relics, I do not have conservation of energy. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm not sure. I'm not. Weapon Poison might work for this week, so I'm gonna drink it. I'm not quite sure about that. I might be wrong, but I didn't test it with Weapon Poison. But I remember seeing some people take Weapon Poison at Vorago, and I think it's because of the Vitalis, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Oh, and when you reload a preset, it bugs out. So let me eat the Rocktail again. Eat the Rocktail. Let's be Max Prayer, and we can run back there. And we're good to go. Okay, guys, so I actually DC'd during the last phase. I'm not sure if I DC'd because of doing a certain thing that might have lagged the world, or if it just lagged. I'm not sure, but oh well, we'll just redo the kill. So again, I just bonfired and did all that. I mean, I'm already bonfired. I literally just came from that kill, which is kind of BS, but it's fine. We'll just redo it, the kill fast. It's no problem. So we're gonna cast Darkness, Disruption Shield, summon all your ghosts or your summons. Invoke Lord of Bones, command your Vengeful Ghost, eat a Rocktail, and start climbing. We're already overloaded, so we don't need to overload right now. And just climb up these rocks. Oops, I kind of messed up. That's fine. And we're going to invoke Lord of Death here. And invoke Lord of Death and Surge Blade Dive. Target Vorago, chop him up, attack him, Soul Sap. Tier 95 special, and just keep weaving attacks. Soul Sap, Bloat. Threads of not threads, but auto. Engineering of Humans tier 90 special. Command your skeleton more to do damage. Blow up your zombie. Volley him. Just scythe him to do big damage. And that's good enough. We're gonna go climb him now. Going to volley and tier 90 special him. Maybe just tier 90 kills him here. Yeah. We'll see if we get lucky. Tier 90 special. And we're gonna volley him still. And Resonance to heal the fat moful. Again, my weapon poison is going around, but it's not a big deal. I don't think that's honestly a big huge deal at all. So we're gonna wait to fall. You fall down, summon all, go here, invoke Lord of Bones, Vengeful Ghost, Invoke Death to apply it. Command your skeleton. Get ready to bloat. Target cycle bloat and escape. Walk up to Vorago. Escape. Walk up to him. Feed him. Put on Mage Prayer. Blade dive away from him. Walk up to him. Escape. And wait for the bleeds. And we're going to build up to a barricade here. If you have Turtling 4, this is a good time to use your Turtling 4 perk. Just to have it's AFK and not take damage. It is again, if you want to see how to do the bleeds, it's a certain timing as usual. But again, if you're doing Vitalis week, you definitely want to. You probably have to be a little bit experienced. We also want to probably cast Debilitate here, although it's gonna die to the red bomb, but that's fine. As long as you just keep tanking and just eating food, you're fine. And he's gonna do bleed, walk back with escape. We're gonna escape again, escape, walk up, freedom, Mage Spray, blade dive backwards, walk up, escape. Yeah, if you see this, when I walk up to him, you cast Resonance on the bomb if you need to. When I walk up to him, if you use an ability, summon all your summons first off. Summon all your summons. Go and click this gravity field, and then start clicking Command Your Ghost. We don't want to use Death Skulls here and save it for part 3, because we need maximum damage. But when I'm doing my bleeds, I like to go under him, click on an ability, wait like a second, and then use backslide, and it guarantees that you'll be melee distance and be able to escape away. Again, you have to escape at a specific timing. Just look, if you look back, that timing is always the same. It's like then go back. So he's gonna be done right here. Put on Soul Split, Command your skeleton. Do not Death Skulls. Bloat, volley, Tier 90 special, and at that point it should be good to go. And you can like just DPS him and just wait for him to drop the weapon. You drop the weapon, and we're gonna volley him and get ready for next phase. And I'll eat a Rocktail and anticipate. And I'll freed him too. So wait for him to fall, and we're gonna summon all, go north, Lord of Bones, command Ghosts, invoke Death, command your skeleton, target cycle bloat, and oh, I should have target cycle Death Skull. You're supposed to Death Skulls first. Walk towards this orb. Get ready to cast Barricade. So Turtling 4 Barricade is very important here. And then Threads of Fate, Soul Sap, walk on top of Vorago, and a volley into Tier 90 special, and you should pretty much kill all of them. And just keep attacking at this point. And we want to debilitate, and just walk melee. And we're going to use a blood transfer into Vitality Pot, and we'll be able to tank all these hits. Wait for this next bleed, and freedom that bleed, and we can just tank the rest at this point. Tier 95 special, auto, Soul Sap, Command your Ghosts, Mage for the bombs if you can, which is actually quite nice, and volley, and he should pretty much be dead at this point. Got Tier 9. I didn't even Tier 9 spot. I messed up my adrenaline really bad. Again, I didn't even well, I did adrenaline pop. That's fine. Again, it's very important to, I would even say, to the last kill went better, but no, that's fine. Because it's fine. This just goes to show that you can do this even imperfect and be fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Like, as long as you do generally what I did there, you're fine. The problem there was that Death Skulls, like, you want Death Skulls as you drop into bloat, not... Or even just Death Skulls after, which works. Like, next kill, I'll do it after, and it should probably go better, because last kill, it was... Ugh. Go find the waterfall. You have plenty of time. You should always make the waterfall. I like to resonance this bomb into Devotion. Go north, because his Vitalis Orb always goes northeast or west. It never goes south of him. We want to barricade as soon as possible. So he did Vitalis Orb, barricade. Oh, we kept our adrenaline. We're going to Threads of Fate. Walk under him. Go over here. Volley into Tier 90 special into Escape. And we're going to Escape again. And we're going to Freedom into Runaway. You also probably want to keep melee prawn because these things actually hurt like hell. So it's fine. We're waiting for the tick. We will go back. We're going to put Magic Prayer on. And we're going to use a Life Transfer or Blood Transfer to heal. Don't want to blow up yourself though, so don't... The thing about blood Blood Siphon is that you don't actually need to set it off. You can literally just use it to heal and never set off the ability. Like, he doesn't have to hit. You heal during the channel. So that's very interesting to do. You're gonna wait here. I mean, you don't really need a DPS this phase too much. I also didn't have my Gamora on. Oh yeah, diving the Gamora on was kind of bad because I think that was also why the kill took a little bit on part 3. So oopsies. That's fine. Hey, you don't need a Gamora, right? You want to barricade as soon as possible. Summon your ghost, summon your skeleton, or well, you want to build up your volley stacks. Go on top of this. There's a fate. Then volley. We're gonna bleed a dive first because I do not like the angle there. We're gonna freedom this one. Again, I just don't like the angle. So if you ever don't like the angle, just cast freedom or bleed dive away because those are the safe. Those are a lot more safe compared to other options. Like, oh, we need we need to do a little bit of damage to Vorago. You can always debilitate Vorago here too, so you don't get absolutely destroyed. And reflect, and just go on the Vitalis, and we're gonna wait. Oh, blue orb. Oh, we just resonance the bomb. We're fine. We're gonna build up 5-stack volley. He'll die to this attack, and we're going to dive. We're going to invoke Lord of Death. And just spam volley, and he's dead. Great. So, I DC'd last time. Make the weapon. I think I DC'd because I went next to him, which bugged him out, which is really funny. Like, I got trapped. So, I think I actually got DC'd. So, try not to DC, guys. Put on your Gamora. Summon all. Invoke Lord of Bones. Command your ghost. Invoke Death. Command Skeleton. And then Bloat. Target cycle Bloat. 2 abilities into Barricade. Do not use turtling. Barricade. Threads of Fate. And then Volley. And tier 90 special as well. And we're good. And he's phased at that point. You want to start attacking this Vitalis and kill it as soon as possible. We're going to try to Disruptor Shield the bomb so we don't get pushed back. And go back onto Vorago. Death Skulls. Ooh, we did it. We hurt ourselves a little bit. That's fine. Oh, we also want to Vuln Bomb, so get ready to cast Escape. So we're gonna cast. Well, actually no, we want to build up right now. We want to have 100% Dren. We went back there. We're gonna Escape again. Escape again. We're gonna volley. Here comes his bleed. So do a freedom. So we're going to keep attacking. We're gonna cast our barricade with no turtling. Oop. Oh, wait, never mind. We don't have barricade. My bad. Tier 90 special and just debilitate, it'll be fine. Threads of Fate, Volley, Bloat, and you can start scything and it'll be good. Eat food a little bit. It's a little bit RNG because he summons a random amount of Vitalises, and we need to be careful here. So Disruption Shield this, summon all your guys, invoke Lord of Bones. Command your skeleton, eat a little bit. I don't like how this skill's going, but that's fine. And we can start DPSing him. Tier 95 special. And backslide. Walk up to him. Freedom. I think he's bugged out. I don't know if he's even bugged out, honestly. Bloat. We're going to a Dren Pot here. Command your skeleton. We're going to cast Barricade. Vuln Bomb. And just keep hitting him. And we'll be good. Tier 90 special. I probably should have saved the tier 90 special because you kind of want to save it for these Vitalises to kill them instantly. We're going to Threads of Fate into a volley. Soul Set volley. Probably, I don't like how this kill's going. But you know what? That's fine. We'll do another one. I honestly feel like I messed up this kill, but it's whatever. We can cast Reflect here. Start scything a little bit. And just, as long as you use Scythe, they should all die as well. I don't know why this one didn't die, but whatever. He's dead. Go back on him. We'll go to Life Transfer. Go back on Vorago. And we're just going to keep hitting him. We're going to Disruptor Shield that. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Slide. Freedom and walk up. Walk back, slide, go back. I don't like how this skill's going at all. That's fine. We really wish we had Adrenaline, but we're just going to debilitate and tank this, which is absolutely fine as well. We're going to save our volley because you actually really want to kill the Vitalises that spawn. I'll just tier 90 special them. I do have that as well, so it should be okay. So we're going to Threads of Fate into Tier 90 special. They're all dead. So that went a lot better already. And we're going to get ready to do his little reflect in a second. Attack him. We need to redo our ghosts and invoke bones. Command your skeleton. Death Skull. Bloat. Start damaging. And we're going to Tier 90 special here. Walk up a little bit. We're going to volley. We're going to Dread Pot in a second. We're going to walk up, Freedom. We're going to Dread Pot. Tier 95 special. Backslide. Wait to. We'll just cast Barricade now. What's going on? It's fine though. We're going to Blood Transfer just in case. Wait for the Vitalis to spawn. Try to be in the orb and you'll be fine. Threads of Fate into Volley. Tier 90 special. And they should all be dead again. If they're all dead, that's great. It's very important to have either or up for the reflect. Go up to him, Disruption Shield. And we're gonna just Living Death on here, honestly. Living Death, Threads of Fate, or rather, Touch of Death. I just hurt myself, that's fine. Sword Finger Deathing him. Escape, Command your skeleton. Escape again. Death Skull into Freedom. And we're doing a lot of damage right now. Oh, the next kill will go better. Let's keep hitting him. We're just Death Skulling again. Death Skull one more time. You can invoke Death right now if you want. Summon all your guys again. Debilitate. Threads of Fate. Into Tier 90 special. Into a Volley stack right now. And we're gonna volley him, and should we all be dead? And go back on him. I really just don't like playing around this bug. It's very annoying. Gonna get adrenaline off that, which is fine. I mean, wait a little bit. Well, we didn't really counter reflect at all there, which is kind of unfortunate. That's fine. Invoke Lord of Bones. Wait a second. We're gonna Death Skull now, and start hitting him. Bloat whenever. Lag a little bit, that's fine. Keep hitting him. Do the bleeds as normal. Feed him that one. And we're going to backslide a second. We're going to volley. We want to walk up to him. We want to barricade this. And this is where he should die. Yep, we have all our adrenaline too. So it should be 100% in the bag. Command your skeleton. So he should be, yeah, he's dead. This Death Skull, and he's dead. Like, this was a really bad kill. I'll do another one. Like, that was really bad. And just goes to show, if you make a little bit of mistake, it goes really bad. The biggest mistake was probably not killing the Vitalises correctly, and I don't think I'm not sure. I missed at the first or second orb, like, really bad. So that's fine. We got some stuff. That was my worst kill. And of course, the last kill was going really good. But, you know, that's fine. We'll just do another kill fast. So, again, it's fine. Let's go back. We don't have to. One thing that was bothering me is that when you log off and did the Bonfire boost, you actually lose the boost for some reason, and it's actually really annoying. So I'm gonna read Bonfire because I actually think that was annoying me as well, because I like playing with this specific amount of HP. So we're gonna read Bonfire and Ulog because that's just a very annoying thing to do. So let's try that again, honestly. So we're gonna just rebank. Oh, our Helen died at some point, by the way, too. I forgot to heal him, I guess. Poor guy. Commander Porkins, forgive me. We forgot to heal him. Go back. Challenge Vorago. Why am I, like, stuttering? It's pretty annoying. I kind of feel like I'm lagging, guys, but whatever. I don't even have Fortitude on, but it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. What is Excalibur in part 1? It doesn't really matter to me. Summon all, work Lord of Bones, Disruption Shield, Command your Ghosts. And I would actually start Excaliburing this phase and not part 3. Because, I don't know, save some food potentially. In time. Climb up the rocks. Invoke Lord of Death. You need clicks precisely on the squares to actually go. Target Vorago, command skeleton. Float. Death Skull. Turn 95 special. And just keep hitting them. If you don't want a soul split flick, just drink a vitality pot here or debilitate. Or just eat rocktail. Cause I have to eat a rocktail anyway, so oh well. I meant to eat that before. And yeah, just pretty much just keep hitting them with, you know, just basic rotation. I've said this a lot, so it's fine. I like to scythe them here too, because there's not really anything else you have up at this point. And that's good enough. A 5-stack volley should defeat him at this phase. We're gonna wait for him to finish this animation. Target, soul strike, or volley. And he's gonna start bouncing. We didn't even have our Gamora on, but again, on purpose. So let's just do part 2 again. Summon all, invoke Lord of Bones, Vengeful Ghost, Death, command your skeleton, blow target cycle, walk back up to him, escape again, walk up to him, freedom now, marriage prayer on, dive backwards, escape again, build up to a barricade here. You can wait a little bit. I'll just wait to cast this barricade. Go to this orb, cast barricade. I try leaning forward just because I think it lasts a little bit longer. Like, I'll take that one more bomb, which is nice. Get him low as much as you can. Very important. Blow. Keep hitting him. He's gonna start bombing in a second. Escape. Mage Prayer. Escape again. I'm gonna dive backwards. I should have freed him though. It's fine. We're gonna just freed him now. Then escape. And he's pretty much done with his HP. So we're going to put on our stuff and wait. And we're gonna summon. We should have melee card on, by the way. Summon all your guys before he falls. And we got the piece of food, I think. Command your skeleton. And again, we don't want to use Death Skulls. I'm going to do Death Skulls after, though. Because I feel like it is fine to do in the beginning. It's just... This adrenaline bug's very annoying. But it's fine. I'll just play around it. We need to overload after this. Bring me down. Make sure you're above, like, 2.5k HP or you might die, by the way, right now. Work fun on Gamora. Blow, command skeleton, tier 90 special, soul sap into volley, and that should be the DPS requirement. Yep, it is. And just attack him one more time, and there we go. We're going to resonance this bomb. Marriage prayer on. And we're just going to wait to fall. You want to be north for this next part. Summon all, invoke bones, ghosts, death, skeleton, command, target cycle bloat, 2 abilities, barricade with turtling, walk up to him, and then threads of fate, walk under him, and then volley, and we're not going to turn any special mirror actually. So that then we can Death Skulls, and you can start just DPSing him, drink your adrenaline potion, debilitate, and we can start using life transfer here, Mage Prayer, Vitality Potion, and we're just gonna take that hit. We're gonna freedom this hit, which is fine. We're gonna freedom again, that's fine. Just pretty much just eat food and just damage him, and you'll be absolutely fine. Again, try to put Mage Prayer on for the bombs, and you'll be fine as well. Ugh. Mage Prayer, and he'll die to his attack. And again, very sloppy. The thing I made a mistake there is I actually do think it is worth using tier 9 special even during the reflect. It might even be a good idea to delay the Threads of Fate. Ugh. I'll probably say in the description on what you probably should be doing on this part 3. Because I don't like how this part 3 is, but it's still okay. Like, you sort of just eat food. Like, I messed up the blood transfer timing. And I would have liked to... I think you should delay the barricade. I think there, you want to probably start barricade towards like after the orb explodes, because I did not like that, because what a barricade allows you to do in part 3 is have full HP so that you can whatchamacallit, not blood siphon so early. So we won't be north of him. Barricade, soul sap into Threads of Fate in a second. Threads of Fate, walk under him. Attack Vorago and escape. Tier 90 special. We're gonna freedom this. And then we're gonna escape. Keep melee per on because his bleeds just hurt like hell. Escape again. And we're just gonna dive in a second. We dove, it's fine. We can just debilitate him. Target cycle the Vitalis. It's dead. Mage prayer. Wait. We're gonna wait for a, yep, the bomb comes up, we just residence that. Back to Mage Prayer again. Go under the waterfall. But again, I will say in the description how you're supposed to do part 3, because it should be a lot better, but like, because it shouldn't be that close. That's what I'm trying to say. If I put on devotion, well, use on mage. I'm just gonna barricade. I don't need a devotion this. We need to make sure our familiar doesn't die, so put the healing rune down. What is it even called? I don't know what it's called. It's that Prism of Restoration. We have 5 stack of volley, so the Vitalises will instantly die. So we're gonna target cycle, volley, blow, escape. We're going to freedom that. We're gonna target cycle that guy, escape on Vorago. Ooh, did I even have, yeah, I dove away. Again, I have Vitality Potion, so if at any point you're like, oh shit, just cast your Vitality Potion. Also messed up there. You can just tank the bleed, doesn't really matter that much. And just eat a little bit and reflect, that's fine. We can cast Resonance. I don't like how I'm doing these kills whatsoever. We're going to just build a little bit. I'm gonna, I already Resonance, which is kind of annoying. I'm very low, but again, you don't really need food for next phase. I'm just gonna do my Excalibur now and just heal a little bit. We're gonna volley him with Soul Split on. And Mage Prayer, pick up the weapon. And we're gonna wait to fall. Summon all. Lord of Bones. Command Skeleton. Death. Command again. Target cycle blow. Attack them. 2 attacks. Barricade. Threads of Fate. Walk up to him a little bit. We're gonna soul strike, or volley rather. And they're all dead. Walk up to him, disruption shield. We're going to Vitality Pot, life transfer, attack him, get ready to, Vitality Potion now, or rather, Death Skulls, and then Dread Potion whenever you can. We're gonna do some fancy stuff there where you can actually Bladed Dive back to him to keep the Death Skulls up. Oh, I got greedy though, and took that hit, and I shouldn't have took it at all. That's fine. We're gonna debilitate here. Command your Ghost or Skeleton. Volley. We're saving tier 90 special for the Vitalises because we want to kill them. And just keep soul sapping. We're gonna start building the scythe a little bit. You could barricade this maybe. Can I? Yeah. Nah. I'm just gonna start the fate here into soul sap. Tier 90 special this guy. They're all dead. Great. We want to cast life transfer in a second. Life transfer, invoke bones, disruption shield. Wait a second. Bloat. And we're gonna start damaging him. Get ready to backslide. Backslide. just keep hitting him. We want to cast Barricade here, so be sure to build building. Delay as much as possible. Barricade. I don't have a Drone Pot, but it's fine. I'm saving tier 9 special for his Vitalises. I could just kill him though, which is interesting. I'm not gonna risk that. I could have killed him, but it's fine. Walk back to cast tier 9 special and kill these guys. We want to summon our guys again. Again, I could have risked that, but I don't want to. Make sure to kill these guys. You want to AoE Vorago, obviously. And they're all dead. Walk up to them. Command your ghost. Command skeleton. Keep hitting them. You Dread Pot whenever you have it up. Be sure to blow. Blow does so much damage passively. It's very important to have it up. Get ready to escape. Escape. Escape again. Command your skeleton. Freedom. You want to do big damage right now, so Death Skull. Invoke Death. Volley. Tier 90 special. And he should honestly be dead at this point. Like, we're really close. Tier 95 special. Auto. And he should die. Disruption Shield. Yeah, that's what I mean by Disruption Shield is kind of important. Again, this phase is a little bit RNG. Because between 2 to, I think, 5 Vitalis spawn. So, some kills, you might just... If you take the orb, it might just be 1 Vitalis. So it's very important to like realize like sometimes it's not just you, it might just be RNG. I will also say that if you don't take the Vitalis orb, it doesn't push you back. Like when he shoots it and you tank it, even if you're barricaded, it'll push you back by 1. However, if you don't tank it at all, it won't push you back. So you could potentially do something like that, but I'm not sure how worth it is. It is to do, so I don't know. I just tank it this because if there's a bunch of Vitalises, the pathing gets absolutely messed up. So I just try to kill them all. I'm gonna try to do one more because again, I'm not even sure if this will be in the video. I can edit the video too. I mostly just want to show part 3, maybe a better part 5, but I don't like how I did any of these part 3s at all. So we're gonna try to redo that quick, and it should be fine. Let's try to get the best start we can. Cast Fortitude, get the Rocktail, reload preset. Restart the fight. So we're gonna try to do this easy peasy. We're gonna cast Darkness once we fall. Darkness, Excalibur, Summon All, Lord of Bones, Ghost, Disruption Shield. We need to overload in a second. Just remember to overload. Gap. Climb wall. Climb this again. He's deciding to bomb me like crazy right now, which is unfortunate. Invoke Death. Blade Dive Surge. Get ready to cast Overload. We'll command your skeleton. Death Skull. Tier below. Put on your Ruination Prayer. I forgot about him. That's fine. You can just keep hitting him. Again, if you want to, you can just Vitality Potion this and be absolutely fine to Soul Split the whole time. Journey of Humans into tier 90 special for max damage. Start scything him. Soul Sap. We're gonna bloat him. Scythe. We're going to volley him. Eat a Rocktail that make inventory space. It's good enough. Climb. We're going to tier 90 special him, and he should just instantly be dead. Tier 90 special. Yep, he is dead. I'm gonna cast Preparation just because I want to have bloat for next phase. We're waiting. You can leave a Mage Prayer, Summon All, Invoke Bones if you're having damage issues. Command Skeleton, Invoke Death. Command Skeleton again. And then below, target cycle, escape. Escape again. Walk up to him, freedom this. Tier 95. Blade dive backwards. Path correctly. Escape. Go on him. Melee prayer. Build up to a barricade. You can also cast resonance. Like, oh look, a bomb. There's resonance. You have defensives. Use them. We can wait a little bit, cast barricade now, and just AFK at that point. Don't have to move really. Maybe get into a good position. Like one thing you could do is actually move him back so that you're in a line for the bleeds, which could help a little bit. We're in a line, so we're good. Backslide. Backslide. Freedom, Mage Prayer. Go backwards again. Wait a second. Backslide. We're gonna, I don't like that. That's fine. Hit me. Yeah, you can hit me. Again, summon all your skeletons. Summon all your things before you do the bring me down, so you get max damage. Vengeful Ghost. You can. I like to heal my familiar here too with my prism of restoration. And yep, we just kind of AFK and click. Again, we want to save death skulls. I'm gonna try death skulls at the beginning because I didn't like doing it late. I think that was the issue. I think it's very important to do it early. I'm not gonna bloat. I don't think bloat is worth it. I would bloat after. Command skeleton. Bloat. Siphon. Thread. Or touch. Tier 90 special. 5-stack volley, and that is definitely the DPS requirement. Put on your Grimoire. Grimoire can help also as well, DP2 being the DPS requirement. I'm gonna drink a restore in case. Wait for these guys to fall. I'm gonna put melee prone. So we're going to summon all, go north. Lord of Bones, Ghost, Death. Command Skeleton. We need Death Skulls instantly, so target cycle Death Skulls. And then build up. And we're just gonna AFK a little bit. We're gonna Turtling Fort here. Threads of Fate, Soul Split. Go under him. Make sure you can get the target. Yeah, we got tier 90 special here too. Just to kill those other guys. Adren Pot. We're gonna just start scything now. We're going to Limitless Sigil into Debilitate. We're going to Blood Siphon now. Wait a little bit. Wait. Vitality Pot now. We're also in a position to backslide, but I won't backslide here. Freedom, that bleed. The 4th bleed as usual. Again, you can just tank it and then tier 90 special, tier 95 special in a second. And just eat food. I have so much food I'm not eating. But yeah, sometimes you might have a gap. Like, depending on the scenario, you might have a gap where you can escape and you actually can like do the bleeds like and like not take that big like double like triple 4K. So you can be on the lookout, but on purpose I didn't do that just in case. Again, like not everyone might have the like observance to actually do that. That was a lot better. I'm very happy about that part 3. I might even just conclude kill 3 in my video, honestly. Like that part 3 was, you definitely want to, I like the death skulls early. I also think, I'm not sure what I got beat up to, but I got absolutely shredded in the beginning. And I might have just been because of not having melee prayer on. I'm not sure. But whatever, I'll probably say in the description, but I didn't have the right prayer on or something, because I was getting absolutely destroyed. Heal your familiar, stay north. We're going to debilitate this guy in a second. I'll just cast Reflect. Reflect. Build up your stacks. Have 4 stacks is also fine. So they're going to land. Threads of Fate. Volley. Escape. Cure 90 special. We're going to freedom this. Get into position. We're going to escape this. Ooh, I messed up. That's fine. Yeah. We're going to blade dive backwards. As long as you go really far away, you're fine. Melee prayer on. Escape it a second. And there you go. You can start healing with a life transfer if you want, or blood transfer rather. Look at 1,000 heals, really easy peasy. You can cast Reflect if you need to. You can start attacking the Vitalises. And start just attack them. It doesn't really matter that much. You have so many defensives. You don't feel bad about using, because the goal isn't damage here in this boss. Wherever we summon our ghost and our skeleton. We're gonna cast Devotion. Go north of Vorago. And get ready for the orb. We're gonna wait a second. We have 5 stacks, which is very optimal for killing Vitalises. Barricade. Go to the orb. Threads of Fate. I'm gonna target cycle, just kill them. Wait for Vorago. We're gonna escape now. We're gonna dive this one. We're gonna feed him this one. Walk through him. Attack him. Escape. Walk up to him. Get ready to escape again. Escape. We're gonna try not to phase him here. Cast Reflect. Ooh, I hope he doesn't die. That's fine. Mage Prayer. Not really needed if you reflect. We're going to volley this Vitalis. We're going to res this blue bomb, heal the full. Don't want to hit Vorago at all right now. Hopefully my guys don't phase him. Yep. So we're gonna go over here. There's a bug where if your summons keep on making you staggered as well during the waterfall, which is very annoying. Invoke Death and just attack him once and he'll die instantly. Boom. Pick up the weapon pieces. Surge away from that. So we're gonna overload, activate your Gamor, and get ready. Excalibur, Bones, Skeleton, Death, Command, Bloat, Target Cycle, 2 autos and 2 Barricade as usual. Disruption Shield at any point. Once it lands, you can Threads of Fate here. Tier 90 special. And see, I only got 1 Vitalis. So it's kind of funny. Because we're barricaded. Like right now, Barricade would run out if you did not have Molotov's perk. We're going to bloat him now. We also want to Vuln Bomb him. So bloat, Vuln Bomb. Volley. I don't like this. I hope I can build up before the bombs hit me. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want Barricade anyway. I don't know what I'm talking about. You want to start death scrolling ASP. I remember. I don't know why I keep on thinking I'm Barricade. It's because other weeks I barricaded there, then but not this week. Just keep hitting them. We're gonna Threads of Fate in a second. Threads of Fate. See, I didn't go into the warp, so there was no pushback. But we can still Threads of Fate here, and we can Tier 9 special here. It's very sketchy, honestly, but it's fine. There's a bomb, melee prayer on. And, oh my gosh, why are you targeting Vorago? So they're dead, that's good. Attack Vorago. And again, we can barricade after this, so we definitely can DPS a lot. Disruption Shield, oh, it did work, great. Surprised the Disruption Shield worked there, I'm not sure how. Feed him that. Our ghosts die, which are really, really unfortunate. But that's whatever. Summon all. Barricade. Commander Skeleton. Commander Ghost. Keep the 5 stacks of Vault Souls. We're gonna volley here. Or Threads of Fate. And he's dead. Tier 90 special. Again, there's an argument to me. Oh, yeah, sometimes they stack like this. I feel like you should wait. You shouldn't Threads of Fate so early. That's the thing I think I'm doing wrong in these kills. Is when Threads of Fating too early, you actually want them to come to you. But I'm kind of worried about the bug. But I feel like because I'm playing around the bug, it's causing issues, which is really unfortunate, honestly. Let's go next to him. Start attacking him. Again, I don't like this part 5 at all, but it's whatever. Bloat. Tier 90 special. Auto. Threads of Fate, or rather Touch of Death. Barricade. Again, let me just try to do this properly, because you want them to surround you, but I'm so worried about the bug happening. But, Death Skull. I'm gonna cast. Evoke Death is very strong, by the way, because it actually guarantees a pushback, which is very, very, very powerful. So I'm gonna let them come to me first, and then Threads of Fate. So it'll be Threads of Fate. Then, yeah, they should all just, like, kind of die right now. So, yeah, it's pretty good. And we're going to start this attacking. We're going to Disruption Shield this attack. That's fine. We're going to recast Death. Commander Skeleton, invoke Loader Bones. We're going to Soul Sap. And I think I hurt myself, but that's fine. Didn't push back anyway. And just start hitting him. Escape. Freedom. We want to cast Barricade here. Gonna cast Barricade into a
I don't know what it's called. Barricade. So he's gonna die in a second. So he died. My orb ran out too. Again, so yeah, I would say my biggest advice, and I'm gonna do another kill. My biggest advice is let them come to you. You kind of, it's tricky. So if they spawn a little bit behind you, wait like 1 or 2 seconds. Like when they spawn, then cast Thread of Fate. Don't cast it early. Cast it when it explodes, and then like walk up the Vorago, and it should kill them all. It's kind of tricky because there's a little bit RNG where they go. The most optimal thing is like not that many, and you hit all of them. Because if one Vitalis is behind the other one won't get AoE'd. So it's a little bit RNG, but I feel like I'm messing up by Threads of Fading so early. Like again, like 12 minutes is very bad. I was like doing consistent 10-minute kills, like 950 kills just a bit ago, but I think I'm overthinking. I'm like, how can I optimize this? Literally just cast Threads of Fate when the bomb explodes and walk towards Vorago, and because they're like more far apart when they're walking, your volley into your night special should be able to hit Vorago and all the Vitalises and just kill them all. So like you would Threads of Fate, volley Vorago, they kills the first set, touch of death, then tier 90 special, because you need to wait until they die so that the ones behind each other die as well. So imagine this, 4 Vitalis spawn. Okay. So orbs coming, explodes, you Threads of Fate, you have your 5-stack volley ready, you volley, then you use up some basic like bloat or something, I don't know, and then you use tier 9 special. And if you do this, it should kill them all, because you just have to wait a global cooldown cycle for the Vitalises to die, so you can target the ones behind them. And that's only if there's a lot. So there's a little bit of RNG, but again, that's how you optimize it. I hope you believe me. I'm not just like BSing, like, oh, don't worry. Like, no, just trust me. That is what's going on. So I hope this guide helped. A little bit sketchy, but it's fine. I think it's better to show the mistakes than a perfect kill. And I'm literally saying what you need to do. So hopefully this helps. I really hope you guys can get those 10-minute kills. Like, not sub 10, like 10-minute, 10-30 kills is very good. So, yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.